So Moss's non-card is just this, and it gets denser each time she does it. The further ones shoot enough bullets go up the screen that it, like, each wave they get thicker because the top ones are so slow they don't clear out. So sometimes if you get walled off on one side, you won't be able to get in front of her to fire, and you time out. And you want to just avoid that by staying in front of her. These blue things, I have trouble seeing what angle they're coming at, so I go a little lower than I expect them to be, and it usually looks that. And you'll notice that, like, there's 4 in each wave, 4 blue things, and I don't wait for them all to go by. I go past, like, the 3rd one, like 3 go by, then I move, because, like, you expect that you want to just wait out the 4th one. Like, my OCD wants me to just let everything pass and then go when there's nothing there, but if you wait too long, you'll just get killed by the anchor that's throwing the shoot at you. So that comes up a lot in this game. There's a lot of that pattern where, like, you move before it makes sense to move, or else you get hit. This one, I have a lot of trouble with this one too. These vortexes appear based on your location and hers, so if she gets too far away from you, it's a lot harder than if you stay in front of her the whole time. Yeah, it's one that's either like super easy because you're just in front of her the whole time and vortexes divert you, or really hard because she's always not where you're shooting and bullets are falling sideways at you. And this is another thing that will show up a lot, is this sort of star pattern, and then things start falling and it's semi-random. This is going to show up a lot in stage 5, and get good at this pattern because it's everywhere in this game. So this is the stage 4 survival card, and it's not too tough. You just gotta, once again, move before all 4 of them go by. Like, I slip through after the 3rd one usually and just go pick a direction. I go counterclockwise. Just keep moving. It's perfectly fine to bomb here because if you bomb late enough, the card's over and you don't have to worry about anything. Because it's only tough when there's like 3 or 4 of these things coming at you at once. So it's really only tough at the end. You just bomb. You don't die. But it's not too tough. Stage 5. At this point in the run, I don't really know what I'm doing as far as a UFO path. Like, I can't reliably pick up every red UFO, even if I knew it was there. So I kind of just wing it. But I'll point out some bad places to pick up UFOs, because this is actually, despite like the million drops on the screen, sometimes it's hard to actually fill out the UFOs. Like here, there's a bunch of things that aim at you that spawn on the sides, and it's tough to get to a spot where you kill them in time to actually fill out the UFO. And like that UFO left while there was time on it still, which they sometimes do. There's some like spots where the UFOs can't go past a certain time, and it's annoying that they put a timer on it, and sometimes they go before that timer, but it's part of the game. So this one, you just avoid the balls and then wait, be patient, and the lasers will reveal to you whether they're close together or far apart, and you just adjust according to it and don't get hit. This is the star thing showing up again. Just everything's like in a line and it just falls around you somehow and just avoid it. I move a lot more than you're supposed to. You're supposed to move as little as possible and have things fly around you, and that's one of the things I need to work on, is just not panicking and just staying calm, because you only have to dodge the bullets that are going to hit you, and so few of them are. So yeah, this part's just like item dump. There's things that are a million points if you get them all. A million drops in this game, because the reds are only worth 1 as opposed to of 100, which is very tough to rebuild if you lose your power. So yeah, all of Xiao's non-cards are curvy lasers that you just stay in place and dodge. They just kind of come at you and you don't know if they're aimed at you or aimed around you, and just kind of either stay still and only dodge them if you have to go. So here we have similar to Nazarin's thing, except it's like in a pattern as opposed to random, but it's harder for some reason. So yeah, all of Xiao's non-cards basically either kill me 3 times per non-card, or I get through them all fine and nothing to worry about, and I'm not sure why. They're just very trolly and very hard. Or very... this is one of her easier spell cards. Stay high enough, dodge the balls which are aimed at you so you can kind of control them, and just don't get boxed in at the bottom. Yeah, and stay below her if you can, so not just move around. This one, you can see where the purple lasers are going, because they kind of stop and let you knock them out, and the orange ones kind of show up randomly. So this spell card is ridiculous. The red circles show up under where you are, and that's where the middle of the lasers goes, and all the while you're dodging stuff. And I have captured it before, but only with Reinu, because homing means you don't have to be in front of her to shoot her, and that means I'm shooting her while I'm circling, and it's really tough, and I bombed that one, and you should bomb that if you don't know what you're doing, because it will kill you. It's one of the tougher. Yeah, and this final one is supposed to be easier, I think, but I have trouble with it. But I only lose like a life in this run, so everything, like I have a bunch of lives going into stage 6, feeling really good about this, but I come really close to losing it all at the end, as you will soon see. There's basically a free bomb UFO here, but I've got 2 reds and I need more lives still, so pretty much the only time I pick up greens is if I max out on lives, and there's no point in picking up reds anymore. Which really only happens if I get like a perfect stage 1, 2, and 3. These things that come down, depending on your character, they're either really easy or really hard. Really easy. The ones on the left only make blues, and you'll notice that I picked up like a blue or something on accident. I was trying to pick up a red, but it changed at the last second. That happens a lot, and it's really frustrating. Whatever, just keep killing things. With Reinu B, the homing one, all these things just die, and just see UFOs everywhere, but with Santa I just stick to the right and only kill the ones that make non-blue UFOs. Blue UFOs only give you points, which I don't care about at this juncture. I'm just trying to survive. And this mid boss looks a lot like the stage 4, and it is, but you don't get the extra life from completing it without dying, so I just bomb it and don't worry about it. If you did beat it, you'd get like the yellow F power thing, but I had full power anyway, because the stage is not hard, so I wasn't dying. Yeah. You're supposed to go like right, left, right, and get through that easily. There's like an obvious path, but I was too close to the side, and I had to go through the weird way. But it was slow enough, so it's no problem. This one, you try to align the channels between the balls and the channels between the diamonds, and sometimes you have to cut through, but otherwise it's pretty doable. Yakurin's like first half of the boss battle is just super easy, and then the last half just kills you out of nowhere. This one, you just kind of alternate between safe spots, and the lasers aim at you, so you just keep moving by the lasers, but there's one safe spot that if you just move slowly enough in it, you just won't get hit if you just keep thinking left and right. All her non-cards are higher than her spell cards, so bomb liberally. I really like this one, this spell card, because it's curvy lasers and like a little movement in one direction to like dodge all of them, and the stars make it interesting enough that you can't just camp somewhere. But like it's just really subtly, like you don't have to move much and you can dodge everything, but it's just a really interesting card. So this non-card is the dumbest thing ever, and I just bomb it. Like I have no illusions of ever doing this properly. I just don't want to die here. It's also this game really punishes you for getting hit in some spots. Like, I didn't know where to be, because at the end of the bomb, like, you want to be under her to shoot at her, but, like, I was in an awkward spot and had to bomb immediately because I was just walled in, because I didn't know exactly how much she would rotate around the thing, and I got punished for it. So that's something I should figure out and be my thread. This is a carbon copy of, I think Shinki's, I don't know. It's from one of the PC 98 games that I haven't ever played, but it is like a carbon copy of one of the bosses in there. The last one, Devil's Recitation or whatever. This one I buy a lot on, and it's not actually that tough, but it is tough. You just kind of, she ends up staying in place opposite of where she starts, and that's where you just kind of try to focus on getting the most firing time as you can on her, but you should definitely move through the bullet waves and start dodging them sooner than I'm doing, because that's how you get walled off. Like, see how I moved through earlier and then it was just easy, because I only had to dodge like one wave at a time, and I had a lot of room. The first couple of times I didn't do that, and I got punished for it. So this big drop means you're at the final card, and you need the big drop because Luke dying loses a whole fourth of your power, and she doesn't die if you're not shooting at her with full power. So this is actually my sight read of this card, and I had no idea what to expect, and I had like 4 lives, and I was like, sweet, I'm gonna do it, finally get through this game, and there's one part where I just lose 3 lives in a row, and it was just really frustrating. One thing to keep in mind with these bosses, like the last card of